And it goes a little something like.
Hello, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. If you are new, my name is Cindy. A couple weeks ago, I decided I want to start my own sticker business. I've been wanting to create my website for a really long time just to show off my portfolio and to finally put my stuff out there, but I realized that no one actually knows my name, so no one's actually gonna click on my website in the first place. So what the f do? I definitely want to start finding clients and selling my art, but I have to start somewhere. I decided to use Etsy because if I design my own website, I would have to pay for a domain every month, and I don't even know if it will do well, so I don't want to waste extra money if it's not even going to work out well. If you notice my room is really dark, it's because my ceiling light is literally broken. It's been broken for about 3 weeks now. I replaced the bulbs and everything, but it just wouldn't turn back on. I don't know what the problem is, so this is the shitty lighting that I'm dealing with. So by the time it hits like 7 p.m. I have no light in my room, and I only have a table lamp, which is fucking great. With my passion for graphic design, I decided that I wanted to make a sticker company called Hopeless, or Hopeless Cindy. I haven't really decided on that yet. The brand is going to be very me, a hopeless romantic Libra, but in sticker form. I started designing in the beginning of the month, and I'm only halfway into my business process. I wanted to share this video to show how I came up with my stickers, what I'm inspired by, how I'm revising them every single day, also testing out different sticker papers to make sure that it's the exact ones that I want to put out into the world. I'm hoping I would be able to launch the business by mid-August. We still have a month before then, so I don't know, we'll see.
Butterfly. Oh yes, of course.
So my first design is a little diner. Oh my goodness, can you even see this? I love diners so much. If you ever bring me to a diner on our first date, ooh, I decided to call this the Hopeless Lovers Diner. I still want to make some little tweaks to it, but this is what I have so far. And if you zoom into these little characters, they're actually holding little hearts as fruit. Okay, so the next one is this little retro TV, and it says, "I like my men fictional," because that is so true. I have a little anime character here. This is Huck from Yona of the Dawn. Oh, I sip for this man. Oh, I kind of want to make this into a series or a set where I have different anime characters that I just absolutely love. I'm thinking of having Kuro from Haikyuu next. The next one is inspired by my channel art. I designed my channel intro a couple weeks ago, and I really like this one design here. So it says, "I'm so in love with you," and then there's a little button there that says, "I know." I don't know, I feel like it describes my Libra self a lot. This one is like very simple, but also like same. This is my little avocado plant in its mason jar. It's starting to grow pretty well. I thought I wouldn't be able to get it to germinate, but it's doing pretty well. The roots are growing pretty nicely. I'm really proud of her. The sticker says, "Say 10 positive words every day," and it's inspired by Crash Landing on You. This is for you, Crash Landing on You fan. The only thing I don't like about the sticker is the shape. I don't like this like pizza looking shape right now, so I might change it, but this is just what I have so far. That's also why I wanted to make this progress video, so you can also see like how I change my designs over time. I wanted to include a lot of typography into my designs. It's kind of hard to thoroughly explain what typography is, since I did spend a whole semester learning about it just to grasp the basic concepts. But the shortened definition would be the arrangement of letters, words, and paragraphs, not only for aesthetic reasons, but also for legibility and readability reasons. My "fuck that dairy shit" oat milk sticker looks pretty simple, since I focused more of my effort towards making sure the phrase fit in the right place and making sure the viewer was actually able to read it correctly. Since it is arranged the way it was arranged, I wanted to make sure people weren't reading it as "fuck dairy, that shit," since it would make a little less sense. I think one of the parts that I'm also nervous about is posting it on social media. I've only talked about my plan to open an Etsy shop to 3 people. The first 2 people were actually really supportive and I adore them so much. But the third person that I told just didn't really seem interested in it. They kind of just said, "Oh, that's cute." So I don't really know what that means. I feel like at this point I just shouldn't expect anything from anyone. I mean, there's no way I can force people to care. So I'm just worried about posting it online. I guess I would feel more at ease if I at least know a few friends that would 100% support this business, but I don't really have people that I know will be 100% here for me. So I don't know, I'm just really worried about how it will go when it actually launches. I'm just so scared that like no one's gonna buy anything. Ignore my face. I've been breaking out for 3 weeks and now I just have acne scarring everywhere. My new babies came. This actually used to be a very large closet that took up my entire walk space, but my parents and I moved it out of my room a few days ago and now we replaced it with a very old desk. There's still tape everywhere, but it's still a really good desk. My printer came and my Silhouette Cameo. Guys, this is my first ever color printer. This is the Canon Pixma, what is this? I don't know, but it's an inkjet photo printer, and when I was doing research on what type of printers I should get for stickers, people said photo printers, so I got a photo printer. Hopefully it's good. I don't know, I haven't done any test prints yet. I barely finished setting it up. Setting up the wireless connection part actually took me 30 minutes because I have no idea how to do it. I just can't do it. And then this pink thing right here is a Silhouette Cameo 4. This is supposed to cut out the stickers for me. It's pink. Before the machine came in, I was a little nervous about putting it in my room since it does have a blade in it, and after I took architecture in high school, I just don't like machinery with blades or knives or saws, so I was really nervous about keeping it right next to my bed. But it's actually not so bad. It's kind of cute. This little thing is the blade, and it's pretty cute. I don't know how to use it yet. I've only turned it on to make sure it can turn on. I haven't actually cut anything yet. And I don't know what to do with the mat, so I'm gonna be watching a lot more tutorials. After I finished drawing my next design on Illustrator, I decided to print out an outline of the artwork so I can decide how to put the text. I always sketch out my initial concepts before drawing it digitally, but this time I wanted to brainstorm and try out things by hand. Originally, I wanted to use my own handwriting for the text, but as I continued writing the letters with a pen, I realized my handwriting was actually god-awful, so I just used what I drew as a base to continue designing when I hop back onto Illustrator. My issue with this design was that I was trying to fit, "What do you mean my crush doesn't like me back? But I'm so pretty," around the mirror. Since it was around the mirror, it was kind of difficult to even figure out where to start to read. I actually had to ask a few friends for their opinion because obviously I want to know what my target audience thinks, but also I needed a fresh pair of eyes anyways, because since I already know what it's supposed to say, every time I read it, it's going to look correct to me. That's why I need the opinion of someone that haven't seen it yet so I can get their initial reaction to it. But thanks to your feedback, I actually realized that it was better to put "but I'm so pretty" inside the mirror instead of around the mirror. So when people read it, they will read it as "What do you mean my crush doesn't like me back, but I'm so pretty?" Or they would read it as "But I'm so pretty, what do you mean my crush doesn't like me back?" Which both would make sense, so I'm fine with that. The first test print wasn't too bad, but I noticed the quality was definitely not as good as I wanted it to. The main issue was that the black outlines weren't really defined. When I used the Silhouette Cameo for the first time, I quickly noticed that the mat was extremely sticky. Since it was really sticky, it was extremely difficult to readjust the paper once it was already on the mat. The first time I tried using the Silhouette cutting machine, the sensor could not read my registration lines. I fed it into the machine over 20 times, and every time the machine just spits out my paper. I couldn't get it to work for the entire night last night, and I spent like 2 hours Googling what the issue might be, and some people were saying saying to put the machine in the brightest room in your house. And the thing with my room is that the ceiling light has been broken for the last 2 weeks. So the only time I actually have light in my room is in the morning and in the afternoon. So I have no light in my room except for a table lamp. So I guess that was why the machine wasn't working. This is the print for test 2 after all the corrections. It's not bad. I still have some of the problems with the outlines here, but it's an easy fix. I really like how this turned out. Oh my god, I can't believe the machine actually cut the lines.
When we link closer in the seats, there's nothing but you and me, and you're totally astronomical.
So I guess this is considered the first test since yesterday we weren't able to print anything because I didn't actually know how to get the machine to work. But because of yesterday's test, I realized that I really didn't like the type of paper that I was using, which is really strange because this is the paper that a lot of other girls that make stickers recommended. They use Online Labels, and that's what I got. I got Online Labels paper, and I don't know why it's not working for me. I don't like how the paper is literally stuck to my mat. Look, this is literally ripped. It's like peeling off. And I also don't like how the stickers are curled up after it's removed from the mat, which is pretty difficult to remove. Like the stickers were stuck onto the mat. I had to use tweezers. I saw other people use craft spatulas to remove the stickers from the mat, which I think I'm gonna get a spatula for the stickers instead. I think that'll be easier. But the first print actually turned out really good. There were actually no cutting errors, which I was really surprised by because in most sticker videos that I watch, most of their issues are from the cutting machine, which I didn't have at all. My biggest issue is just the paper. I washed my hands before and a little bit of the water got on the paper. As you can see, there's a little bit of discoloration, which is a problem. But good thing I realized this last night when we were doing our test, and I ordered new paper. It was a lot more expensive, but it says it's waterproof. I'm definitely not going to sell my stickers with this cheap paper. I'm just going to use this for tests, and I might actually just use this for shipping labels. I don't know. Okay, never mind. I take back what I said before. This print is not perfect. I think I have to set the blade to go a little bit deeper. I mean, it's not bad. This one is actually so cute considering the first draft of this avocado plant looked so ugly. This turned out really freaking cute. Oh!
Looking out your window pane, there's nothing but the rain, and we're totally astronomical. Up in the northern lights, you're in every color in this snow speckled sky, and I just want you here with me, and I just want you.
My little spatula finally came in the mail. It took me a few test prints to learn how to use it so the stickers can be removed from the mat without any creases or curling, but also keep some of the new designs. They're pretty cute, right? Every time I do a test print, I add them to my sketchbook and do a little self-critique. It's basically me nitpicking at little things that I can change. When it comes to the print quality and the cut, I have little control over that since it's my printer and my cutting machine's job. The only thing I have 100% control of is my design, and I want to make sure that I'm 100% satisfied with it. For my new designs, like the butterfly one, I place it over a red surface so I can study the shape of the design. It's usually harder to see the shape when it's on a white background, and from doing this, I noticed that I wanted something that looked a little more symmetrical. When I feel like a design is at the best possible state, I give it a green check mark, meaning I no longer have to make any changes to the design. The final sticker paper finally came in. Fingers crossed that this is going to be the one. This is the third brand that I'm trying, and I'm really hoping that I don't have to do any more tests. Hopefully this is the perfect paper, because I'm just so tired of worrying about what sticker paper am I going to use, what brand am I going to buy from. I've been worrying about that every single day because I haven't even found the perfect paper to use yet, and I need to start mass printing everything so that I actually have enough to sell by the time I launch. I still have to do business cards and packaging and things like that, and I have that to worry about. I don't want to constantly worry about finding the right sticker paper, so hopefully this is the right one. Okay, so the results are in. I'm going to let you know how the sticker paper is doing. First off, it's so much more vibrant than what I have before. This is the new paper, and this is what I had before. It's so much, I don't know if you can tell, but it's actually a lot more brighter. Last night I actually decided that I'm not going to be releasing the I Like My Men fictional anime stickers with the rest, but I will release them in the future. The issue is that I want to redraw the characters inside the design just because I feel like the characters look too much like the actual anime character. Even though I did draw this myself, I drew every stroke, every line, but I feel like since it does look really similar, it doesn't feel like it's my own work. So what I think I'm going to do is that I'm going to completely redraw this in my own style, but release it sometime in September instead. I don't know, I guess it would feel more original that way, and I feel like I would be more proud of it that way if I actually drew it in my own art style.
And fuck around. See my eyes got money bags. I don't rest. I might be a Nike fiend. I need my checks. Headed for the limelight. Ain't just hype. This not overnight. I take my advice. I'm gonna do this right. Feeling nice. What's the price? Yeah. Do not live in twice. Yeah. My fam on my spine. Yeah. Green be getting sliced like a lime. I never ever meant to be so sour, baby. Running out of steam every day, be the same. Living like this, testing all my patience. Need a bit of you every time
I am really close to actually completing everything. I have over here, this is the, oh my gosh, this is the avocado, the diner and the milk sticker, my cassette tape, and the I'm so in love with you sticker right here. This is my little shrimp dumpling, and then the other ones are still in progress. And then over here I have my mistakes. There's nothing actually wrong with it, I just don't like how it's cut, like it's cut really badly, so I might just use that as freebies or decoration. I don't know yet. Okay, I have the whole lineup of everything that will be going on my Etsy on the day my Etsy launches, and it's going to be, I think it's like 14 stickers maybe. The first sticker is of course the Lover's Diner. This is the first sticker that I wanted to include in the collection. The second sticker is the Hopeless cassette tape. This is the same design that you see on the intro of my videos. The third sticker is the oat milk design. We also have the I'm so in love with you, I know window pop-up. The computer pop-up is the overall theme that I have for my YouTube art, so I wanted it to include that for my design as well. For my K-drama ones, I have my Crash Landing on You avocado plant. I know in the actual K-drama it's a tomato plant, but I feel like more people grow avocados more than tomatoes, at least for like Gen Z, you know? We got the Crash Landing on You, say 10 positive things every day, and the It's Okay to Not Be Okay butterfly sticker. By the way, It's Okay to Not Be Okay, the show ended this week, and you know, it's like one of the best shows I've ever watched. I love how it talks so much about mental health, and man, these characters are so attractive. Of course, we have the mirror design that says, "What do you mean my crush doesn't like me back? But I'm so pretty." It really shows my Libra sun and my Leo moon. I think that is it for all the individual stickers. Let me just double check to make sure I'm not missing anything. Of course, the anime ones are still going to be released, but they're just going to be out a little bit later. Last but not least, I want to introduce the sticker set that I have planned. It is a dim sum pack with 6 stickers. With the 6, it comes with haga, which is shrimp dumpling, steamed shrimp dumpling, siumai, soup dumpling, which is sometimes called silongbao. What else do I have? Lobako, which is turnip cake. And then we have chicken feet, which is fengzao, or the more literal term is gaiger. And then of course we have a Chinese tea set. I wanted to include this to show more love for my culture, especially because Chinese people have been treated really badly since the whole COVID situation. So I definitely wanted to show off my culture, and I want my brand to be very personal to me, and that's why a lot of these stickers have a lot of meaning to me. And I don't know, I hope you find relatability in my designs as well. I think that's it. I'm planning on launching my Etsy on August 15th, which by the time this video comes out, August 15th will be the next day. I'm very excited, but I'm also very nervous. I'm so nervous. I don't know. I guess if you're still watching this video, it would mean a lot to me if you can check out the designs. You don't have to buy anything, but it would be great if you can just look at them and give me feedback or let me know what you think. Okay, I think that's all for this video, and thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and subscribe to my channel for more videos, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Alright, bye.